The conference is about inspiring and empowering the youths to stand out from the many and do something different, something special in their communities.
Kuchalero tukwataganya ne Star Hands kubanga tuli fena tukola omulimu gwegumu.
I came to share my knowledge to young people because we have discovered that the next generation is already here with us, but they have not got a chance to be impacted with knowledge that they need to start equipping or putting in place so that they create a better future they want to see.
Chain of Change has come to work together with Star Hands organization in making sure that girls can inspire girls.
I was invited by a friend to come to inspire the ladies who are in leadership, the ladies who want to become something big, and the ladies who have a vision for leadership.
What brings me here today is the GIG Conference of Inspire and Empowering Young Girls to actually do something good for their society or community in time to come.
What inspired us realized that people from different schools or students from different schools do not get the opportunity to be talked to about things that we are going to talk about today.
I want to show them that you are able to do anything, you are able to share your story. Just be comfortable with it and share it. People will listen to you.
One of the reasons we're here today is to advocate for every girl and young mother having equal access to education,
so that we can let other people know what happened and hopefully inspire others to do their own.
Supporting each other's success.
There is power in each and everyone's story in this room. My story may be different, but it makes a difference in someone's life. Your story could be totally different, but it will make a difference even in your community.
When I moved out of school, I started looking for a way forward because I grew up with a single mom.
It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what you are, it's about confidence.
If you know something, start it with your friend. Tell them about it. If they can support you, that's the way to go.
And in order to launch a business, advocate for our rights by speaking to leaders, and gaining financial investment for our ideas, we need to communicate why we started and where we plan to go.
Sometimes you need someone who has been there before you, to walk the journey with you. There is one thing, if you identify a mentor, it is very important because at the end of the day, you're nurtured, you get to learn from their experiences. But you know one thing, sometimes people said, how can I get a mentor? A mentor could be your teacher, could be your colleagues.
My best motivational speakers is Lisa. Why I choose Lisa as my favorite, Lisa is very realistic.
So there are certain women who might know me and some don't even know me, that truly have inspired the journey that I have taken and what I do in my everyday life. Some truly have just impacted me with how they have been daring to go after each and every one of their dreams and really just pursue their goals in life.
Because we want to encourage having passion over perfection.
Whoever has crossed your path and has made a difference in your life, please don't forget them. You might have come from whatever background, but no matter how high you go, always have that point where you remember where you have come from, because it keeps pushing you. So you can imagine like the other challenge of us not getting funding.
If you want to start a project, funding starts from the circle you have.
The thing is, they just kept on applying and making sure the work is seen. You need to be consistent.
You see a lot of people succeeding and you are not succeeding. All those happens to us. We are also humans, but we don't give up.
Of course, there's that other challenge of like culture. People would be like, You know, I remember one of the times when he went for an outreach, said, you're a lady, you cannot wear trousers in this community. They are not even looking at the message you're passing. They're already judging you and saying, no, for us, we don't do this here like this. But the thing is, you need to just keep on like having dialogues with these people so that they understand.
If one time you're getting submissive, nebakumanyira, you have a right to stand for yourself, right?
Like people considering you to be young, too young to do certain things, they judge you. And they say, what do you know? We have been there before you, and you know, we have tested these waters before you.
You can't control whether or not people underestimate you, but what you can do is you need to be over prepared. Do you understand what that means? Don't just be ready for the meeting. Start thinking about the questions that may come up and have the answers ready.
So how I overcame that particular challenge was to block my ears from such people. But other thing is, it's important for you to be prayerful, because trust me, God gives you what you ask for.
You implement it side by side with your school or your community. And as you begin to get challenges, as Moses knows today, he's constantly been problem solving and refining and figuring out how to keep going. And that's exactly what you're going to do in your project.
So the possibilities are endless, and there's no limit to what you can possibly do or create, especially when you combine your different passions.
So if you want to be a change maker, you need to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Step out.
Leaders are brought up through their persistence, through their courage, and so anyone can really become a leader if they decide to persist and have courage in following their dreams or changing the world or just achieving their goals in general.
If I told you tell others to read, to revise, to do this, are you doing it? If I told you tell others to dress decently, if I told you tell others to tuck in, are you tucking in?
Before you do it for any other girl, make sure you've done it for beautiful.
Meaning that the moment you fail to practice what you are saying, the moment you fail to do what you've been preaching, then you won't be a leader.
You need to educate yourself before you educate others and have a thorough understanding of the topic you want to work on.
Whenever you have a dream or a goal you're chasing and you're worried and you're scared whether you'll achieve it at the end of the day, I want you to overcome that fear, right? Let fear sit with you in the car, but it should not be the driver's seat. You should be driving your life. You get my point?
So how could you advise a little girl who is here? How can that girl get into what you're doing?
Write down your story, rehearse your story, start sharing your story. Through that, you will see a lot of people coming out to help you.
Though it is very easy to start, but how can I start?
Consistency will make people know you and will make people support you. You only need you. I don't know if I can translate this in Uganda, but wetaga gwe.
You all, as youth, as young people, have an opportunity to make change in the world. If you just follow what you're passionate about, you have the ability to make big changes.
You may not start an organization like Nile Girls Forum or Star Hands Foundation, but still, in your different capacities, you can still change the world and you can still change the community.
The beginning is curiosity, and that's essentially just doing research and discovering your passion. So sometimes we may not know what really interests us, and that's okay, because that comes from curiosity and discovering what we want to do, what motivates us, and what excites us. Turning your dreams into ideas, then into goals, and soon into projects that can be replicated into our world is the step-by-step process of turning a dream into something that can physically be brought, whether it be a prototype or a community organization. What we need to realize is that we don't necessarily need to have expertise in a certain field.
Woman emancipation doesn't mean you're going to become superwoman or Wonder Woman and you begin fighting the men here and about. No.
We're not leaving out the boy child, but we are basing on the girl child mostly, but we are not excluding the boy child. So we do have sensitized both boys and girls because we believe both can make changes equally.
Seeing another girl winning is my joy. Or seeing another boy winning is equally my joy.
Omusingi tuwadde tugutadde ku baana bawala olw'ensonga bayita mu bintu bingi ekitali ku baana abalenzi.
Today we're talking about menstrual health and hygiene is important, yes, for young girls and for young women, but also for boys too, right? Because you're gonna have a wife one day, you're gonna have a daughter, maybe you already have a sister or a mother, obviously. So it's really important to know this anatomy to keep it clean and hygienic.
We have realized that they needed it. They needed what we are giving to them right now. Because according to the way they are right now and the way they came, they seem to be inspired.
I have seen very many, at least they have the virtues of leadership.
I've realized that many people, many youth, many young girls, they really want to be change makers, and that's why they came in big numbers than we even expected.
These youths who have come here today, we are going to make a follow-up to them in their schools and see what change has it made, what change has the conference made. The conference has been so interactive because people from different parts of the world, people from different organizations have been sharing their experiences and telling their inspiring stories to the youths, to the people who have come to the conference.
Conference ya leero ebadde nnungi kubanga ebadde ekwata ku kintu kye tutambulirako ffenna eky'okuyamba abaana abato n'abaana abawala abatalina buyambi.
One is I've met young and passionate young people here. However, they are still in secondary. They have given me a lot of hope.
It has been really so amazing. And I am sure that girls today, they have received what they did not thought about.
I'm happy that different organizations have actually come together to make sure that this happens at the end of the day. I believe that the girls are going to leave this place actually inspired because at the end of the day, it is young people who have done this.
The GIG conference has been about inspiring and empowering the next generation of change makers.
To stand out from the many and do something different, something special in their communities.
Solution gye tubadde tutaddewo tukola pads z'abaana abawala twakiteekawo mu organisation ezo ffenna ne tukwasaganya tusobole okubanga olumu tukozesa ezo bye twekoledde ne tusobole okubayamba nga olumu ssente tezirabise ne baba nga basobola okuyitamu eyo embeera gye baba babaddemu n'okubanga tubabuulirira okuba ne basobola nga basobola okugenda ku ssomero ne basoma ne batasuula step. Obubaka bwange obwandisembyeyo naliyagadde okwebaza aba Starhands beebale nnyo omutindo gwe bataddewo ogw'okugunjula abaana abawala n'abaana abo abato abatalina alabirira.
I'm actually very proud of Starhands Foundation because, my dear, you'll organize an event and it is just you and your people, or it is even you alone. So thank you for honoring this invite because it shows that young people are now standing up and supporting each other.
We are calling on more people who would like to join us in any way. We are calling on all people who are willing to support us in any way that is possible. People who are interested in our work, people who see that what we are doing is really impacting the communities.
We call upon support. We need to get started financially. We need the support from companies, we need the support from organizations, We need support from individuals. We need support from other people who want to volunteer with us. We welcome volunteers who want to work with us. We welcome people who want to work with us.